This is your first practical of study of gelatinization property of the food starches and calculation of its percentage sag. We have taken 5 types of flour samples of food. This is wheat flour, this is corn flour, this is arrowroot flour, and this is rice flour, and this is refined flour. We have taken refined flour 15 grams into this beaker, and we are adding 240 ml of water. The ratio of refined flour and water is 1:16. Now we will stir the refined flour and water thoroughly in this beaker. After we have stirred the mixture of refined flour and water thoroughly in this beaker, we can observe that in this cold water, the refined flour was not able to dissolve into it. You can easily see the difference. This is the clear layer of water, and this is the refined flour which has settled down. That means it is not soluble in this cold water. Now we will add this solution of refined flour and water into this pan. Now we will stir this solution of refined flour and water into this pan to allow gelatinization to occur. Now you can see boiling of the solution has started, and you can notice at the back of the spoon gelatinization has started. Now we will note down the temperature. Now you can see gelatinization has completed almost, and you can see the very nice coating at the back of the spoon. Now we will note down the final temperature at which gelatinization has completed. It has started from temperature of 35, and now it has reached up to 45. After the gelatinization has completed, we have poured the gelatinized refined flour into 2 separate petri plates, and we will allow it to settle to form gel consistency of the gelatinized starch. So we will keep this at room temperature and this in the fridge temperature. This is corn flour and water mixture. We have again repeated the same procedure. We have taken the corn flour and water into the beaker, and it is again insoluble in it. And now we will pour this solution into the pan. And we will cook the solution until the gelatinization starts. Now you can see the starch and corn starch and water has started boiling. This is therefore you will note the initial gelatinization temperature. It is 45. Now we will again pour in the same manner the gelatinized corn starch into the petri plates. We will keep one petri plate in room temperature and another in the fridge temperature. Now we are repeating the same practical with wheat flour. We have poured wheat flour and water gel into the petri plates. This is rice flour and water. We are repeating the same practical with it. This is rice flour gel. After completion of gelatinization process, we have noted down the observations. So first observation was solubility in cold water. Second observation is initial gelatinization temperature, and the third one is final gelatinization temperature. And after that it is time and then gelatinization temperature range. We have noted down each and every observation that we have observed. Now you can see the refined flour gel has set almost completely, and now we have to observe its R1 value. R1 value is the depth of the gel that we observe in Petri plate. After inserting the toothpick into the Petri plate, we have observed the depth of the gel that has formed. So now we will measure the length of the depth. 0.5. It is 0.5. We have poured the formed gel into the plate, and now we will measure its depth once again using the toothpick. 0.3. This is corn flour and we are measuring its depth. Now we will measure the length of the depth of the corn starch. It is 0.4. Now we have poured the gelatinized corn starch onto the plate. You can see it is well formed gel of the corn starch. Now we will measure the R2 of the corn starch. These are the R1 and R2 value of the all types of starches that we have taken. This one is the R1 R2 value that we have taken, took of the Petri dishes that we have kept in room temperature. These are the values of the all starches that we have kept in refrigerated temperature. And this is the formula of calculation of percent sag. It is equal to R1 minus R2 upon R1 into 100. Now we will send the pic of this observation, and you have to calculate the percent sag using this formula.